Come on, preach.
In the book of Romans, it says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." Let me share with you 3 biblical examples of people who overcame obstacles because of their relationship with God. First of all, you can overcome ridicule. In the Bible, there was a man named Noah. In Genesis 6:8, it says that he was the only man who had favor in God's eyes. There was so much evil around the world that God had planned to blot out all mankind. And Noah was given this message. He was also told to build an ark so massive that he could fit his whole family and 2 of every species on it. Imagine how crazy people thought he was and all the ridicule that he got. That didn't stop him because he was strong with God. He built the ark and he and his family were safe. Like Noah, a man named Martin Luther King Jr. went up against ridicule. King was a civil rights movement leader here in America. What he was fighting for turned into a war of words and colors. Some of those words were ridicule from people who disagreed with him. He could have given up, but he didn't. He knew that he was stronger than the ridicule. Likewise, your relationship with God can help you overcome ridicule.
Right.
Secondly, you can overcome fear. In the book of Esther, there was a girl named, can you guess? Esther. She became the queen. Her cousin Mordecai, who worked for the king, heard of a plot Haman was planning against the Jews. Esther didn't know what was going on when Mordecai became very heartbroken about it. After she had a messenger sent to him, she found out about the plot Haman was making. In Esther 4:11, she responds with fear because she knows that if anyone goes into the inner courts and is not acknowledged by the king, it can result in death. In the end, Esther overcame her fear and the king helped her stop Haman. Like Esther, Joel Osteen went through a lot of fear. Before he became the pastor he is today, he was afraid of public speaking. Normally, he would just sit behind the camera and watch his dad. But when his dad passed, his family started to encourage him to give sermons. But he overheard some people putting him down about it. It took him even longer to overcome his fear. But when he did, he found that he could use the discouragement as encouragement instead. In the same way, your relationship with God can help you overcome fear. Lastly, you can overcome pressures of the world. In Daniel, there were 3 young men named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego who had to face pressures of the world when King Nebuchadnezzar made an idol for people to worship. Because they loved God so much and had great relationships with him, they did not praise the idol. King Nebuchadnezzar heard about them and threw them into a fiery furnace. In Daniel 3:25, it says, "But look," he said, "I see 4 men walking around freely in the fire, completely unharmed. And the 4th man looks like a son of the gods." That's when King Nebuchadnezzar called Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out of the furnace. These verses show how their relationship with God saved their lives, but also saved others. I can relate to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. In school, I was trying to find out who I was. I felt like I had to go against what I loved and where I wanted to take my life with God. People put me down, but God kept me strong. I thought to make myself happy, I had to do something I didn't want to do, and God kept me from doing it. I started talking to God more and more, and it has made me stronger. I have overcome that pressure. In the same way, your relationship with God can help you overcome pressures of the world. In conclusion, your relationship with God can help you overcome ridicule, fear, and pressures of the world. Now, are you going to let your obstacle overcome you? Or are you going to let your relationship with God help you overcome your obstacle? Thank you.